I'm just fed up with the LeBron too much control. I mean,
who should they give control to in the organization?
But do you hear any players complaining about LeBron having control anywhere? You know why? Because it's been beneficial for all the players in the league. He's done it for it just hasn't been beneficial for him. The moves he's been making since he's been in the league has been beneficial for every player in the league. So if, like CC said, if I had a conversation with anybody on the Lakers and Kobe's not there, it has to be LeBron. Nobody else is smarter in the organization about basketball. I'm going to go back to it because, you know, I'm always the real one. They just upset that LeBron has been in control of his career since day one, and he's a young black man that knows his worth. That's basically what the problem is.
And to your point about how players don't complain, you're not talking about just his teammates.
No one.
He has shifted the power dynamic within the NBA from team to player.
Right.
It was, the big three in Boston was put together by Jenna's friend Danny Ainge.
My guy.
Since then, though, the major moves in the league have been player initiated. They have been, it was LeBron's move the first time, the second time, for whether people liked it or not, Kevin Durant's move, and the Kawhi Leonard last year, the Anthony Davis attempted to this year, and the way they have shifted that. Now, on this specific instance, unless and until the Lakers hire Sam Presti or R.C. Buford or Bob Myers or anyone who actually knows how to run an NBA front office and has shown that ability, then of course they should lean on LeBron to a degree, but I don't even think they're leaning on him in this coaching search. I think it's just narrative. I think it's just optics. I think it's just, well, LeBron has the relationship with Ty Lue, so if we hire him, how will that look?
And what better option do they have? I mean, because for me, especially with the basketball team, which I have seen, that a player can immediately become a coach, can immediately become an executive, can immediately go and work in television, because there's so many things that basketball, because you're learning all those things. As a football player, you only basically know one side of the ball, so you don't see that transition. So basketball players, they've been dominant in the NBA from a player to coach to front office standpoint for 40 years. LeBron is a basketball savant. Forget if you like him, forget if you don't. And Shaquille O'Neal told me this. I went to a practice with the Cavs, and he sat me down. Hey,
here we go, yeah.
Hey, see.
Dim the lights.
Yeah, young boy. Smartest basketball player I ever know. Remember the sets? Yo, see, the coach was calling something. LeBron called out their plays and everything. This was just in a regular practice before the championships and all that. So we need to give LeBron credit for the type of basketball mind that he has. He has the type of basketball mind in 30 years. If he's not Jerry West, I'll be shocked.
So what does that mean? Does that mean that the Lakers should just go out and hire Ty Lue, bring him in, they won a title with him, he gets LeBron, LeBron respects him? Is that what we're all sort of gearing towards? And for some reason, Jeannie Buss doesn't want to do that?
Well, I mean, if she wants to win, she has to cater to LeBron, because at the end of the day, he's gonna get this ship going. The guys that's gonna come play, they're gonna come play because of LeBron. The guys that are gonna buy into Ty Lue, they're gonna buy in because LeBron buy in. Everything goes through LeBron, so you have to bring in the coach, you have to bring in the players, you have to go through him if you're not using Kobe.
The reason why they have to give LeBron more power is because on the initial engagement, LeBron gave them all the power. LeBron came to Los Angeles without the recruitment. Man, he could have went on a world tour. I'm going here, I'm going here, I'm going to Philadelphia, man. I need to talk to Joel Embiid.
Didn't he San Antonio?
He could, San Antonio, for me, I was like, man, let's go. Let's talk to Pop at least.
Indeed.
No, he didn't. Sat in his palatial estate. Magic Johnson had the address, pulls up to the front. No worries, no courting, no dating, none of that. LeBron in his contract demands gave them the no trade, gave it back.
Right.
I'm going to give you a max deal, 4 years. That's the max he could do. Gave them those things. So LeBron gave them control. Now, in trying to get this organization back on the right track, they need to be able to give some of that control back to LeBron, and that's the normal way of doing business in the NBA.
Short-sighted people and businesses are concerned about optics. Smart businesses are concerned about results. I'm going to use you as an example for a moment. When you were, I don't know this for a fact, but I got a real good feeling. When you were first trying to get into broadcasting, get into TV, I guarantee there was an executive in a room somewhere that hadn't seen you on TV, didn't know you, like, what are people going to say if we hire wasn't he involved and didn't he punch a fan and like wasn't there an incident outside a strip club with a gun like
right.
and I'm sure there was the optics of hiring Steven Jackson, and somebody smart in that room said, man, that's a 2-day headline on a stupid blog. What we are going to get is good results on television for 2 years. And so I don't know if took a chance, the right word, but they went with it, and it paid off. The optics on hiring Ty Lue is a Bill Plaschke column in the Los Angeles Times.
For 5 minutes in the grand scheme of
I can read you the headline right now. Welcome to the world of the Los Angeles LeBrons. And it's a story about how it's his franchise and how Dr. Bust would be fine. If you win 55 games and you're in the Western Conference Finals, none of it matters. And if you hire Bill Walton to replace Luke Walton and you win 35 games, none of it matters. Like, it is what is the best move. And if people give me a hard time, they think I have an ulterior motive with Ty Lue. I know Ty a little bit, but I'm not friends with Ty. I have no real deep relationship with Ty Lue. Present me a better option.
But yeah, you're also not saying this is the best option. But if it is, you should be able to go for it.
If there is, if Terry Stotts gets fired, if the Blazers go from 2-0 to 4-2 and he gets fired in Portland, and someone says, hey, I think Terry, I'll listen to that. You bring me an established coach with Stotts doesn't even have it with a championship pedigree or a deep playoff pedigree. I'll listen to it. But if it's Juwan Howard, who I don't know, Monty Williams, who or the other options that we've heard, Jason Kidd, Ty Lue's the best option. It's an added bonus. He won a championship. Oh yeah, with LeBron.
All right, Stephen, we'll see you a little bit later on the show. Take a break. Coming up, oh Cowboys, are Dak